Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Rabbi.
From the blessings that Bilam gave to the Jewish people is the famous quote, "Matoivu oyhalecha Yaakov mishkanesecha Yisrael." How good are the tents of Jacob and the dwelling place of Israel. So there was twice before that Bilam tried to curse the Jewish people, it didn't work, and it ended up becoming blessings. And then he continues going. He was ready, that's it was over. He tried to curse, it didn't work. Balak, the king, was very disappointed and sent him home. And the Torah says that on his way back, he turned around to give a last look at the Jewish people, and he couldn't help himself. And he started to give a third set of blessings. And that's where Matoivu Elech Yaakov comes in. So, what happened? It says, Vayaris Yisrael Shoichin Lishvatov. He saw the Jewish people resting, each one to their tribe. And because of that, Vatihi alav Ruach Elakim, and it rested on top of him a godly spirit, and he started to say the third set of blessings. So Rashi asks, what did he see? He saw the Jewish people shoichin l'shvatov, that they're all sitting together in each one in its tribe. What did he see? So Rashi says he saw two things. One is Ra'al kol shevet v'shevet shoichin la'atzim ve'enam uravin. He saw that every tribe has their own place. You have 12 tribes, and every one of them has their own camp. They don't mix. Every person, you know where you come from. Yehuda, Yehuda. Reuven, Reuven. Shimon is Shimon. There's no mixing. That was one thing. And then he saw that the tents, the doors, the openings to the tents are not directly across each other. There's a level of tznius. So these two things, there were two things he saw. These two things brought to him like, wow, inspiration. What's the wow? The two things. Number one, everybody knew where they came from. If you're Reuven, you know your father is, you know your mother is. Shimon, you know, there was a certain level of purity, tznius, of modesty, that every family knew where they come from, they knew who they are, and they knew what they represent. That's a very stable connection, that you know where you come from, you know who your family is. The second thing is he saw that something is not, that it's not as important, perhaps, but that the doors or the openings were not directly across each other. So there are, in a sense, two things here. There's one that's steady, and there's one that's not steady. Steady is that you know where your family comes from. That's something steady. Every day it's the same. You know who you are, you know where you come from. Then there is, I happen to look through my opening and I saw somebody else's opening. It's not an everyday occurrence. It's not an every minute occurrence. It's an arai. It comes and goes. The Jewish people were not just particular and careful about tzniut, about being modest on the steady things. They were particular being modest even on the things that are not steady. That's once in a while, once a day, once if they happen to be seeing each other at the same time. So this is something that a person has to be careful when it comes to education. There is the main things. There are the things that are steady that you have to be careful. But in addition to that, you also have to be careful on the little things, because the little things bring to the big things. So when Bilam saw this, even as an enemy, even as somebody that wasn't exactly from his nature looking to give blessings, he was on his nature was looking to give curses. But when he saw this, he couldn't say anything. He was inspired. Obviously, it comes from Hashem, but even from his perspective, there was also a level of inspiration that he came from. So this is an important lesson for us, that we have to be able to see that there are, when it comes to doing something right or something wrong, there's the steady things, those are the big ones, but the little things also can bring to tremendous elevation. Hashem should help, we should be inspired, we should come to the point that we will have the Beis HaMikdash, and all the Jews will be once again, each one to their tribe, and we will have the revelation of Hashem, B'karav Mamish, Amen.